Yes, thanks for joining in with us. We hope you had a very happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna celebrate it with you now. So late Thanksgiving, you're gonna be getting from us. So we got a lot of turkeys to drink tonight.
Yes, we figured, Thanksgiving Turkey Day, we got to celebrate in our own turkey way with some wild turkey. Got a lot of fun pours. Um, should actually be a pretty interesting video. I'm excited. It's an interesting lineup to kind of compare from the wild turkey brand.
Yeah, there's gonna be no normal wild turkeys in this video. It's all gonna be special editions of the turkeys. Um, I'd say we should just get started and just go heads first, dive in. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let's start with a new release this year. Pennsylvania actually got a lot of it. It's the Wild Turkey's 70th anniversary edition, and it's the 8 year, so it's 8 year 101 proof. This had a lot of hype coming out, and people were really chasing it in the beginning, and it turns out they just made a crap ton of it. So we'll see. We'll see if it holds up or if the value stays the same or anything. I think MSRP was around 45, $50. I can't remember, to be honest. That sounds about right.
Yeah,
Do you remember? I can't remember.
I don't remember exactly, but it's not priced. It's not a crazy price.
Crazy. So yeah, let's give it. I like how it has the date on there. 54 to 24. That's cool. They
Yeah.
definitely went for some special edition stuff. Let's see. We got some people joining. Gary's here. Tim's here. Tim's taking his break. Tim's at an undisclosed location, keeping the nation safe. Oh wow, I give you a lot. Sorry, we do have 4 whiskeys to get through tonight.
Yeah,
oh my God, we're
the
starting
good
off
thing is
strong
I
here.
do like my wild turkey.
Frank's a turkey connoisseur. He loves his turkey.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the price and flavor wise, Wild Turkey 101 is a pretty easy go to. Either at the liquor store or at the bar. Um, and then everything else just gets better from there. But I will say, for me personally, I'm glad this is not a Russell's Reserve video.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I just prefer the Wild brand.
We did have a special viewer who offered to donate a special bottle of Russell's Reserve, but our times never matched up and we never connected with each other. So maybe in the future we'll do something with
Yeah, who knows?
a Russell's video, and we'll see how we take it. Me and Frank both, and everybody thinks I'm crazy when I talk about it, that I'm not a Russell's fan, and you're not a Russell's fan. So
No.
there's other people like me out there. I know Terry's not a Russell's fan.
Yeah, and I don't. It's not necessarily that it's bad, but for me, the Russells come in a bit lower on flavor. It's just a bit more muted, a bit subdued. Um, and so, maybe there's something there that I'm missing, right? Maybe I'm not digging deep enough, but for me, especially it's so easy to compare the two. They're from the same distillery, and I mean, when Wild Turkey has all of these really in your face pop out flavors, it's hard to compare to something a little more gentle. Even if sometimes the Russells, I will say, more often is a smoother sip than Wild Turkey.
Turkey has a bit of a strike to it sometimes, but it gets better as the night goes on. Big note I get off the nose of this because I want to say it in case if you have the same one, I want to get it out before you.
Okay,
Apple.
I could see a bit of apple.
I got
Yeah.
a big apple on the nose on this one.
What's Gary say about?
Gary said Wild Turkey is also his jam. Frank, turn around and crack that Kentucky Spirit CNF. So the funny thing is actually not behind us, Gary. Somewhere else in the basement tonight. If you watched the video I sent you earlier, you did not do your homework. The teacher just found out that you did not do your homework. You would know what we're drinking tonight. And don't go back and watch it now. It's too late. You're here now. You ain't going nowhere. It's hard enough to get him to join in. Lately, he's been ducking us, so
Yeah.
happy he's here. Tim said he really enjoyed this pour. He likes it better than the regular 101.
Yeah, that is it's funny. We went back and forth a little. We did not think to go get a regular 101 for this. We've got enough on the table, but I do...
We got a lot to get through.
For me, especially this, there's a nice oak note coming through. A bit more than I normally get.
Okie artichoke. I'm just excited. I haven't drank in 2 days.
Man, what have you... That was a boring Thanksgiving.
I don't know what happened. So I drink these super shakes, right? They're like that smoothie place across the street.
Sure.
So I said, give me something that's good for immune health because we got a lot of people coming over for Thanksgiving. So they gave me this green monster, all types of stuff, and I drank it. Guess what? I got sick. The next day, I woke up with a sore throat. But it was so weird. Sore throat all Thanksgiving Day. Black Friday, terrible. Was not feeling well at all. And then today I woke up and I was fine. It's like boom, boom. I don't know if I had like a reaction to it or what, but I mean, I have no idea. Very weird. Maybe it's lack of whiskey. See, I got the jitters. I'm like freaking out. We do not have a problem. Cheers. Apple and oak. Tim sent a barfy face. Ah. Ooh. You held that in there for a while, buddy. That really hit me. Proof definitely came on strong. I was gracious enough tonight to bestow the Wild Turkey glass on you.
Yeah.
I'm naked tonight. I got nobody.
Hey, put that in the title.
Yeah, there you go.
Get us taken down.
Get all different kinds of people on here.
Yeah. No, I have been celebrating, and last night I decided to treat myself to a couple stronger pours.
I know.
To the point where at the end of the night,
I got a text message.
This was my sip.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a message from about around 11:30 asking for the recipe of the zombie blood.
Yes.
I have that written down. I'll give it to you after the video.
People were curious.
Did they like it?
Yeah. There's a little bit. We made a Halloween cocktail and we drank about half of it at Halloween and almost killed it off last night.
It was funny when I woke up and I saw that this morning and you said I need the recipe for that. I was like, okay, either someone really liked it or someone had an allergic reaction and died last night and they need to know. So it was a little concerning, but I'm glad everybody was okay. I'm glad everybody liked it. Well, back to whiskey. Sorry, sidetrack. That's what a podcast is, though. It can be fun. Frank is a way big Wild Turkey fan. More of a Wild Turkey fan than me. I definitely like the higher offerings of Wild Turkey, right? Like what else we're going to be drinking tonight, I expect to like a lot.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Wild Turkey, but I think, to me, I can taste a bit of extra age, I feel like.
You know, there's one thing where I think Wild Turkey went wrong is that's their Wild Turkey 80 proof. Just that normal 80 proof. Just cut that out. Just make the 101, right? That's your thing. I don't know. I would focus all that towards 101, you know? Just make that a mixer. If people want 80 proof whiskey, they can go somewhere else, right? That's what I say. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that there's some sort of market for either for cocktail mixing or just for the guy who wants whiskey and Coke, you know, like Jack and Coke, where sometimes people don't want the 100 proof, they just want 80 proof. And I guess as long as, my hope is always that they take some of the crap barrels and make that into the 80 proof stuff. Because I can't imagine who's buying 80 proof Wild Turkey and drinking it neat.
Right.
Right? And I don't want to offend anybody, but like who's buying Jim Beam White Label 80 proof and drinking it neat? It got dark in here.
It did. It did. My lights are a little messed up in the background. Ooh, there goes Gary's fan. There we go. It'll look good on the video, I promise.
I can tell it looks fine, but just for me, I was like, damn, what happened?
You're like, what's going on? The lights are going out. Luke forgot to pay his power bill.
Yeah, so I like regular Wild Turkey 101, but there is... The oak note comes through a little strong, a little rough, almost. It can give like a sandpaper or just this sawdust kind of rough feeling to it. That really is dialed down in this. There is still a bit of oak flavor, but it's not overwhelming or really picking at me.
Gary said there goes the fan again. Gary, it's the heater.
Gary's the biggest fan of the fan.
It's like 20 degrees outside. Lake Erie is getting pummeled in snow right now. But we're okay. We're safe.
We are looking into potential solutions. But so far, when I watch back other videos, it doesn't sound too bad. Me and Luke just have to remember to talk a little louder.
A little louder! Live outside next week. Tim wants us to do a live outside. Are you crazy?
He was saying, you were saying that for a while.
That would
though.
be fun.
He was like, but because when you drink, you start to get a little hot, right? You get that Kentucky hug. You feel in your chest that heat from the alcohol. So he wanted to say, you know, like, oh, let's go outside when it's snowing, and we'll say, does drinking whiskey really keep you warm?
Mythbusters. Do you like that idea? Let's see. Let's get their vote, right? Should we go outside and drink in the snow and myth bust if it really warms you up? And drink in the snow just in t-shirts and shorts, you know, see what happens.
Now, see, the problem is you're turning this into a channel of just of Whiskey Bible jackass.
Right? Right? Tim said
whiskey.
Tim said Whiskey Bible hardcore.
Yeah. Which I don't. People are like, anybody who's voting for that doesn't care whether it keeps you warm. They just want to see us freeze our butts off.
Look what Tim wrote. He just put the little guy with his hand raised in the air. For science, Johnny Dean said cheers all. He's here.
Cheers.
One of our loyal people. We got to get moving here. I feel like we're talking a lot. You got more whiskey than me. Frank's going to be on the floor by the end of the video. What can I say? I'm a generous guy. I'm a generous guy with my whiskey. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Definitely drinking really hot for me, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is. First time not.
I feel like most nights, despite partying last night, I feel really good tonight.
That's good.
I got my nose all clear, and I feel like most of the time the heat hits me more than you. I'm feeling pretty good right now. So maybe you're still recovering from your smoothie-induced illness.
Yeah, whatever that was.
I'll say this for me. There's a few other things, but I mean, speaking of smoothie, this is like a fruit smoothie to me in terms of the palate. There's a lot of, I get that apple there, but I feel like I'm getting a bit of banana, a bit of cherry.
Cantaloupe.
And I would actually say, I don't know if it's just because it's so sweet, but maybe a little bit of like a honey note.
Honey. I'll look for honey on my last sip.
But it's just like super, super fruity sweet.
Gary, you're going to want to stick around for the next 5 minutes.
This is the, we are starting small and working our way up quickly. This is going to be a 0 to 60 episode, I feel like.
0 to 60 to 180 to 290. That math works, right?
Sure.
Stay in school.
It doesn't. I don't know what you even were going for there.
Listen, I'm not drunk enough yet to do math. You notice I can only do math when I'm drinking. That's why I think they should have let me drink in school. But, there's a stupid thing about age, You got to be 21, so that's important in life. Don't let your brain cells rot. But if you ain't got any, rot on. What I always stand up for half mine.
Okay.
Oh, I'm here. I want to see how much you love it. Wow. Hopefully people didn't just tune in and know that we're talking about whiskey next. Cheers, Frank. That's it.
Cheers.
You think you can do it? He's got
Yeah.
it. He's a man. All right. Happy that one's gone. Not a fan. Not a fan. Ooh. Sorry.
Not a fan?
No, I'm not a big fan of that one. Tim said, great, here comes the FOMO. Here comes the FOMO. So, out of 10, I would rate this a 5.
Really?
Maybe 5.5. I don't know. It just
I mean,
really
it's not a
was
10,
not
but
hitting me.
I have to, it's one of those where I have to temper myself a little. Because, I mean, I could spend the whole night drinking that.
Yeah.
That's nice. But I do, it's not like a super complex flavor by any means. But for me, that's a smooth, sweet sipper.
Maybe it's just like the cold. You know how sometimes you get a cold and it throws your palate off?
Yeah.
It's possible. Very possible. Actually, that's probably what's going on. We'll find out on this next
Yeah,
pour.
well, aren't you going to be angry if that's the case at the end of this?
Right? I'll
What
be real
was the
upset.
point? Yeah, we'll try your pour, and then the next one you're not getting.
Right?
You know?
Yeah, you don't get the next
Like,
one.
no, why don't you pour yourself some benchmark or something?
Right. So, I don't know if you viewers know, but we're actually really good friends with someone at the Wild Turkey Distillery, and they sent us their new release for 2025. It's Wild Turkey 26 year. Here it comes. We're just kidding. It's Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. This Kentucky Spirit happens to be Camp Nelson F. And this is one Gary said it's his favorite whiskey of all time, ever. And he's been on my case to crack this for like months. I just had it on the top shelf ever since the single Rickhouse CNF came out. I just had this on my top shelf because I thought it was cool. I walked in, I found a single barrel CNF. I'm like, that's basically what CNF is, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's time to crack them. It's been over a year now. I found this at a liquor store in Delaware, and I think I paid $62.99 for it.
That's pretty good.
It was on sale. Yeah, I thought it was good. Now that I know that it's might be really, really good, maybe I should have bought all of them. We haven't had a Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit in a while.
No, it's been a bit. The last time we went to Kentucky, I bought one, but unfortunately, some old guy in there wanted to sign it.
Yeah, freak.
And so out of respect to him, I felt I could not open a bottle signed by Jimmy Russell.
Yeah.
And, well, I could have bought another, but I wasn't really, I was kind of caught up in the moment, and we just kind of wandered out of there in a haze.
Yeah.
And I figured, oh, well, I'll buy another one eventually. But hey, look, now I saved myself some money.
Here it is. Yep.
Just have yours.
Hey, that's the thing, man. Just wait, and you will receive it from me.
Yeah.
Because I remember that day we were actually on our way to Wild Turkey, and I saw on Facebook that Jimmy Russell was at the gift shop.
Yeah, it was complete coincidence.
And I
It was
didn't
so
tell
cool
him.
we were
I'm
on the
like-
way there.
Tell him I was like, okay, something might happen, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything. We'll wait till we get there, and we get in there, and there's this big old guy sitting there. I'm like, that's Jimmy Russell.
Yeah.
Very cool.
No, I mean, I recognized him as, you know. It sucked to come back home and tell people, like, oh, I met Jimmy Russell. I got him to sign a bottle. And they're like, Jimmy who? Like, what do you mean? I feel like that's like if I said I met, you know, Jack Daniels. You're like, who?
Yeah.
As we know, he's dead, but
He's very dead.
still.
Jimmy Dean said something, but unfortunately, I'm not very good at reading Aztec. Maybe this will make sense. Maybe I already drank too much. Do you really want Jimmy to staring at that bottle or drink a bottle? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't-
It was
I didn't
Aztec.
get
It was
that.
Aztec. Jimmy, retype.
He's
Jimmy,
saying-
Johnny. Maybe he's like, do you want Jimmy Russell? Do you think he wants you to stare at that bottle, or do
Oh,
you think he wants you to
I did
drink it?
consider that as well because most of the time I do. I mean, I have a pretty big policy for the most part of if I buy it, I crack it. I think for that one, it's just more of a special occasion, right? I'm not going to crack that the same way I would any other Kentucky Spirit bottle. And I have a few other like bottle your owns that I'm kind of at the same level with. But that's one, you know, you get a big occasion, you know, a big birthday, you know, maybe 30th birthday, you know, I crack it open. Save it for something nice.
Yeah. When your daughter's born.
How'd you, I don't even know the gender.
Listen, man, I got your mail in accident, and I kind of opened it thinking it was mine. But anyway, here we go. Enough talk, because we got a lot to do in very now short a time. Here we go. Kentucky Spirit, CNF. Pop. Let's see. Look at like, it's like just really like, it's like, boom. I don't know. The neck of this bottle is just like funny looking. There it goes. We'll just do smaller pours of this one.
I see how it is.
Listen, we got a lot more to go.
I'm generous with my whiskey, generous with the cheap stuff.
Listen here, buddy.
Wait till you see your pour.
I know. Yeah, it's coming.
Give you a quarter teaspoon.
Man, this Pitts just
Look at that. Gary says pour more.
Pour more. Oh, Gary's like a very big.
He does have a point. I'm not upset with this, but that first one, you really bombed me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The way I look at it, we got 2 more things to do, and like, and I'm probably gonna be generous on the last pour just because it's like my favorite Wild Turkey product of all time. Well, I'm getting a nice butter pecan note on this. Gary, drink it with us. Butter pecan, maple. It's almost like breakfast pastries.
Like a waffle.
Like a waffle soaked in maple syrup. I don't.
He doesn't have it.
Well, you know, you could
He
be
liked
here.
it too much.
You could be here drinking with us, but you never come.
He grabs his keys.
All right, let's go. Werther's Originals. Yes, that's that caramel note I guess I was getting. Yeah, that's a very good word. Very good. Werther's Originals.
People, we gotta at some point just buy some of those. I've never had Werther's Originals, so
Wow.
we gotta get a hold of that. Just so I know what everybody's saying when
Stocking
they're
stuffer.
talking about that.
Yeah, Werther's Originals are great. Like these little flat things. They got this little indent in the candy, and like you just like, I don't know. It's like everybody knows when you put it in your mouth, it's got this little indent. You know, you're like sucking on it to try to get it to stick to your tongue. It's just something everybody does. Now that you're thinking back on it, Gary, you're like, yeah, I did that. Wow, this smells.
Is that
very
something
good.
that like your grandparents put out?
Yeah, that's
Is
where
it
like I
that
first
genre?
had them. Yeah, that genre. You find them like I think you find them a lot in like CVS. I think they have them
Sure,
in CVS, like a CVS candy.
My grandparents' big one was peppermint mints. Those big giant peppermint circles.
Yeah,
It's like, is that meant to be candy or like a breath mint? Because it tastes terrible.
right.
It's
the red
such
and
a
white.
strong peppermint. Yeah.
There's green and white ones. There's spearmint. Has a very good nose. I'm excited for the taste.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is this the best bottle of all time? I don't know. I don't know about that.
We'll find out tonight.
We'll find out tonight. Okay. Definitely way more flavor than that 70th. I'd say the fruits are still there, but they're a darker fruit now. You're getting that like there's darker
Yes,
notes.
more grape wine.
Raisiny, winey. Knit best, just an everyday sipper. That's killer. Oh. Okay. Gary lied to me when he was over my house the other day. Not best. Yeah, get it right, Gary. There goes Gary's fan.
Like wine, maybe like a plum a little bit.
Plummy. Ooh. I don't know what it is about this, but I'm just getting big, like, pancakes vibes. I don't know, I'm getting this big breakfast vibe. Maybe I'm just hungry. I don't know.
The nose, I kind of see it. The palate, I was not getting that same sort of pastry butteriness.
Maybe a dark honey. Interesting. I gotta go in for a second sip here.
All right.
Moving on. Second sip. Cheers. Quick on this one.
Are you going for 3 sips? I'll just look at your glass. Okay. I mean, I might just go for 2.
Two sips. Wow. Eight. Not half bad. You know, the finish isn't very long though. It's like there, but then it's like it sharply goes away. I think that word just like cuts off. I don't know what that is. Overall, it's good. Overall, it's better than the first one.
No, it is nice on the finish. I get a little bit of cinnamon on the finish.
Cinnamon.
At like the back of my tongue. Kentucky Spirit has always been. It's always interesting. I will say, this particular bottle. I don't want to hurt Gary's feelings, but at least my memory of other Kentucky Spirits, this one is a little less. I feel like I'm usually able to pick out a few more notes. For me, the comparison by the bottle and by flavor, the closest, which again we don't have because we're prioritizing other stuff, but Rare Breed was kind of the similar for me, where the first time we went to Kentucky, probably one of my like top 5, top 3, maybe even my favorite whiskey was Wild Turkey Rare Breed, and it's still definitely up there. And then we got the Kentucky Spirit, and it drinks a little lighter, but it was such a great combination of flavors. This barrel in particular, it's a nice whiskey, but it's not quite the same complexity as I remember.
The other one we had was Camp Tyrone. I think Tyrone G. I don't know, maybe you'd like the Tyrones better. Honestly, I've had so many whiskeys, I can't remember the other one.
I mean, the other thing is it could just be my memory of it, right? It's very possible that my idea of getting Kentucky Spirit from Kentucky, trying it there, and then thinking about that trip every time afterwards could just have made me have fonder memories than what the flavor deserves.
Kentucky Trip 2025 coming at you.
Yeah.
Johnny Dean's opening a can of beans. Dark honey? Question mark. What kind of bees make dark honey?
Opening a can of bees.
Opening a can of bees. We'll leave that to the greater minds to figure out, Johnny Dean.
I mean, dark honey probably means like more smoky, toasted flavor with the honey.
Yeah. Bees
honey on toast.
Yeah. He goes, spilled a little water.
Bees make dark honey. Is it? I don't want to.
I know you go into like fairs and like they have the little honey straws of all different flowers, different honey straws.
That is interesting that the flowers can make different flavors.
Pretty crazy. All right, we're on to one of the bigger bottles for tonight. This bottle is very good. I got this bottle for Frank for Christmas last year. And I actually kept it a secret for about 4 months. I've had it in my possession. And the funny thing is I always have it out and looking at it. I always had to hide it before he came over, and a few times I almost forgot. This is a very special bottle and a very, very good bottle, and you don't see too many reviews on it. It's got a purple box, and Frank's going to read it out right now. Wild Turkey 12-year, all the way from Japan. Yeah, I don't think this is released in the United States yet. But yeah, beautiful box.
Let's see if we can get that without the glare.
Right, it'd be pretty hard. Nice ooh, there you go. Copper tones, very nice. Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't had this one in a while.
Oh, Gary says he'll join with the 12.
All right, Gary's got the Wild Turkey 12-year. Gary, open that box and pull out your 700 milliliter of Wild Turkey 12-year. And if you can say what the writing is on the back of the label. Send me a video of what that says. Not the English part of the Japanese part. I want to hear your best Japanese turkey impression.
It's interesting. I don't. Afterwards, we can find out.
Right.
I have my ways, but I need my phone.
The phone's over there. The
Yeah.
phone is how we're here.
But this is, I would say, even for the Masters Keep, this is probably my favorite wild turkey, flavor wise. We'll see tonight with the Masters Keep. The thing with them is they're so like experimental, and so
Different.
yeah, they're so far from bourbon to the point of not even being bourbon sometimes, and so. But for like this to me, right, it's 12 years, 101 proof. It'll be interesting, right? You look at 101 proof of what's the 70th, 8 years?
Yes.
So an extra 4 years on that.
Here comes, Tim said he's intrigued. Here comes Tim's FOMO, because I don't think Tim has one of these. And Tim is a big Wild Turkey fan. Tim, these are very accessible at $150, and I would say it's definitely very well worth it at $150. Sorry. Watch this pour. He's going to get me back for that Kentucky Spirit. I am very proud of him, though. The bottle looks like it hasn't been touched much. Nice. Look at that.
You can't even tell. It's so
No.
wet. You can't even tell there's anything in there. There you go.
Thank you. Tim is patrolling a certain light show right now. It's a shame he wasn't there when I almost got ran over. That was 2 years ago. Some guy tried to run me over because he didn't pay the bill, didn't pay the toll. That was crazy. Black Ford Mustang.
Drop the license plate.
I actually do have the license plate on my phone somewhere. He was from Voorhees, New Jersey. Black Mustang jumped a curb into ongoing traffic to try to get away from us. We did file a report. I didn't know Tim at the time. It may have been Tim that I talked to. I don't know. Traded an EH tail with some cash for it. Well, Tim, get ready to crack it. Here it comes. I can already tell by the nose. Glorious. Oh, yeah. 4 years makes a difference. You can tell right away on the nose. Brown sugar is a big note.
Definitely.
Brown sugar. Apple crisp pie. French vanilla ice cream. No, Tim. People and their holiday Kentucky spirit. Sorry. Wow.
Yeah, I was talking to some whiskey newbies last night, and I offered them a couple, free reign to the shelf for the most part, and nobody was quite interested in taking a sip, but everybody did like. We took a couple bottles and passed them around, and just for smelling them, I mean, and this is a great one to nose.
This is the Weller Special Reserve of Wild Turkey. What?
This one?
This one?
The Weller 12-year Wild
No,
Turkey.
he said WSR. That's Weller Special Reserve of Wild Turkey.
I mean,
Okay. Listen, the great thing about whiskey is
maybe
everybody...
either this guy really likes Weller Special Reserve, or I wonder what is that in the context of just Weller? Is that in the context of Buffalo Trace?
The scary thing is that was Gary.
That was Gary.
Who said that? He says
Maybe he's trolling or something.
I don't know. He said the notes are the same as Weller Special Reserve. Gary.
Really special? Really?
Gary.
Do you mean the nose?
Hello.
But I don't even really get like a wheat, like Weller. I feel like I can smell that it's wheated on a Weller.
Blind these both.
I don't really.
I can't blind them right now because you got enough to do.
Yeah, how are we gonna? We already have the glass.
Yeah.
Poured. Maybe in a future video. Testing our fans' wild conspiracy theories.
Right? Yeah, give her a whiff. You can stick your nose in my bottle. I don't care. I know who you are. I don't know. I mean, yeah, they both smell like bourbon, but this one definitely has. Not trying to call you out, Gary, but least on the nose. We'll have to do a taste. We'll send you a private video. Not that kind of video. Don't get too excited, Gary. But we'll send you a private video of the live of the blind of Weller Special Reserve and Wild Turkey later on.
We will have our pants off, but it's going to be the same angle.
Whoa! All right, take a swig. Tim wants us to get going.
All right.
He's like,
I'm fine with that.
It's insert eggplant emoji. Gary said. It's just one of those whiskeys I haven't even sipped yet. Sorry. Cheers. Tim is so impatient. Yeah. You know, sometimes in life, if you really love something, you want to take your time with it. You don't want to just go right in on it, if you know what I mean. I don't know.
What? I don't know. That felt like things turned a little sexual or something.
No. I'm not talking. I don't want to get this video monetized or whatever you call it. I don't want to get it redded out for people. I'm talking about whiskey bottles here.
Okay.
Okay. I'm talking about whiskey bottles and how that very special whiskey bottle. You don't want to just go. You don't want to just go and sticking your tongue in it right away. You know. You want to.
You need to go slow. Enjoy
slow.
all the flavors.
Yes. Exactly. Gary said, insert peach emoji. Really? You get peach off this whiskey, Gary? Right. Moving on.
The funny thing is, he probably could just put the emoji.
I don't know. He definitely could. Yeah, because I can do it.
phone.
I can do it. Ooh, no, they're different emojis. They're weird emojis. They're not the same. Maybe he can do it. I don't have time to figure it out.
Flag of Bhutan emoji.
Yeah, exactly.
What did I hit?
There's something. I don't know what that is. It's too small. Maybe that's peach.
Oh, I can't tell. It looked like a conch shell.
Does look like a conch shell.
From the phone.
Does look like a conch shell. Oyster. That was my second guess.
My second guess was a ballpark hot dog.
Ooh, yeah, dollar dog night. I don't really enjoy.
Maybe I need my vision tested.
I don't enjoy spherical meats. Okay.
I'd say it's more cylindrical.
Cylindrical.
Spherical would be like a
That's
meatball.
a big word. Yeah, cylindrical. Stay in school. Never heard that one before. All right. I think I got one sip left. Look at my glass is getting so. We need some. If anybody wants to get us Christmas presents, we need actual crystal Glencairns. That way our fingerprints don't get all over them.
The ones with lead in them.
Yeah, kill your hosts.
Like we need that.
Kill your hosts, right?
We're bad enough as it is.
Right? I got a few people who hope that my whiskey collection is going to them in my will. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not hoping that it happens anytime soon.
Yeah.
But I'd like that. That'd be a silver lining.
Right. Bury the bitch!
Something to help me cope.
I should put in my will, bury me with all my bottles and see if people actually do it.
I'll dig your ass up.
Right, real quick. All right, cheers. Second sip time.
Cheers.
I think I only got one more sip. We'll
I
see.
think so.
Yeah. Then moving on to the last and final test subject for the night. I really need a haircut. This is getting out of control. I need to look presentable for my job. Pinky's up. That is a fantastic pour of whiskey. Wow, got this really nice, beautiful, sweet spearmint. Almost like a mint chocolate chip ice cream on the end. I don't know, I'm getting ice cream vibes from this. French vanilla and minty chocolate chip. I got this mint that I really liked. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I liked it. Yummy.
It is. I would almost say the mouthfeel is similar to melted ice cream.
Yeah.
Where like I don't know about, I like my ice cream in a bowl. Not a big fan of the cone.
Yeah, no.
Then at the end of the bowl, you end up with all that melted ice cream, like melted vanilla ice cream at the bottom. And if you're really having a good time, you'll try and scoop that up in the spoon, and now it's like soup, like you're sipping it.
Yep. Exactly.
There's the mouthfeel there of drinking like melted ice cream, and so it's such a nice creamy, and so it's incredibly smooth.
It is. Very. All right. That's the best so far tonight. Kentucky Spirit number 2, 70th number 3.
Yeah, like this is my favorite wild turkey. I don't know if it can beat like some of the crazy stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
it's definitely very good.
It's definitely in the top 10. For me personally, I think I'd put it in the top 10, even competing with things like Pappy's. I really love this, and I think it's just my personal, like objectively, it probably isn't belonging there, but for me personally, this is like it's so close to my perfect bourbon.
CYPB.
Yeah.
CFPB, Kraft Frank's Perfect Bourbon.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's make that. Let's get that on all the shelves in PA.
Tim said, will it beat number 4? See, the funny thing is he knows what number 4 is because he actually paid attention to the video that I sent. That took me probably about 45 minutes to film because I didn't like any of the videos until the one I finally did. You don't know how many times I dropped that bottle of Wild Turkey 70th. We're lucky we have it tonight. But, yeah.
Yeah, I think...
oh, shit, that's your box. Sorry.
Hands off.
Sorry. Tim,
lucky I don't have my taser on.
Yeah, someone almost just came for a domestic dispute. My hands are up. This is a big one coming up next. Get your serious face on, Frank. This is serious. Serious face. This is my favorite Wild Turkey product of all time. All time. Gary had it for the first time today. He had a sample bottle of it. Maybe that was last night. I can't remember. It's all one giant big day to me anymore. But this is a Wild Turkey Master's Keep. You notice it has nothing on the back end. That's because you see the back. I'm going to turn it now. There it comes. Turning. Whoa, we're getting closer. Here it is. Wild Turkey Master's Keep 1 edition. Look at that gorgeous box. Gorgeous turkey. Absolutely delicious. So, this bottle actually has somewhat of a funny story behind it. Almost a year ago today, I obtained this bottle. Let me get this out of my face so you can see me. But we'll just close it up for now. A year ago today, I saw a Facebook post of a local liquor store, and my good buddy Chris was doing a whiskey drop, just a random whiskey drop. He likes to do them to his customers, you know. And I went in, I saw this in a picture sitting up on the shelf, right? I'm like, oh my God, I really want that bottle. So I go in, and there he is standing in front of the big closet. This was the day I met him. And I said, what about that Wild Turkey Master's Keep? Can I have that? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he sold it to me. It's great. Here it is. Can't believe it. This was like 2021 release, and this was in 2023 that I got it. Pretty sure maybe it was 2022. I can't remember. It's great. I don't care. Here we go. Story time's over. I can't wait to get to this bottle. Beautiful display. The cork on this I remember being super heavy. Just put it right there. One. Toasted Wild Turkey. Delicious. Frank still got a serious face on.
He said put on the serious face.
Yes. All right, take it off now. You can take it off now. Competing with Pappy. Tim, we can't compare this stuff to Pappy right now. This is Wild Turkey video. I don't know who Pappy Van Winkle is. Who the hell is that? Was an hour ago. I was there when he got that bottle. Yes, you were, Tim. You were there. That was a great night. You got something that night. I got a Michter's Barrel Strength Rye that night. Maybe, if I can remember correctly. Here it is. I got this and another Master's Keep at the same time, but right now we're doing the one. Just to fit with the theme, this is also 101 proof. So 101 proof. This
classic.
Classic 101. This is just toasted 101. It's got a big long story behind it. We don't have time to tell it to you. Yeah, I told you, you'd get a little bit of a nicer pour on the last one. I'm not going to be too stingy. Although once this bottle's gone, it's gone. I don't know how else to get this bottle other than secondary. Harry Cork! That's not
You
good.
weren't kidding when you said it was heavy.
I know. This is bad. Oh, there it is. Oh, it landed. Look at that. Landed its heads up. Oh, yeah, Harry Cork.
It's still, yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of dogs in this house and a lot of cats.
Disinfect it.
Yep. We're all right. It's good. What was that? We're fine. No one likes a Harry Cork. Putting that away. How's it smell, Frank?
Smells pretty good.
Ooh. Peanut butter.
No.
I get peanut butter. I'm going to pour a screwball peanut butter whiskey after this, and you got to tell me that it doesn't smell the same.
You're going to, even with that big pour to start, I don't know if I want any screwball.
Screwball peanut butter whiskey, I'm telling you.
I don't see it.
Toasty, marshmallowy.
Yeah, I definitely get the toast. I get a bit of a grape.
I don't see it. We just go back and forth. Vanilla.
No.
I don't see it.
You idiot.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
I honestly thought you were messing with me, though. I really don't get anything close to peanut butter. I don't know where that's coming from for you.
No, I'm serious. I don't know. I get this screwball peanut butter whiskey taste. Smell. Maybe it's really one screwball.
I think you're the screwball.
I am a screwball. I'm not a screwball. I'm a nutcase.
Yeah, same thing.
Yep. All right. I cannot wait to get a taste of this. I almost said wrap my lips around it, but I don't want. I don't want any.
Whiskey Bible questionable moments compilation.
Yeah, exactly. Put it all together.
It's just this live stream.
Exactly. This live stream's been a ride. It's been a ride. Cheers. Wild Turkey Masters Keep One. Mm. And it's nice and cold because it's insulated in this box. Get that? It just felt colder. Wow, that's yummy. Oh, Gary finally found the eggplant emoji. Praise God. Gary, you drinking this with us right now? Did you save any left of that sample? I don't know if I gave him that sample or not. I can't remember. Ah.
That is pretty good.
Yep.
It's interesting. So, right, the 12-year lives at my house. So if we're going every once in a while, if there's a special occasion and we're at my house, 12-year comes out. Master's Keep One lives here. So if we're going for big bottles, this might come out every once in a while. I don't think we've ever done a direct comparison.
No, this is pretty cool.
I might have to, off that first sip, I might have to give it to the Master's Keep One.
It's just that toasted, man. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I can't, I mean...
Oh, the nose is incredible.
As much as I like Wild Turkey, I cannot resist a toasted bourbon so far. I mean, that just is the way to go, it seems.
Gary, don't crack that bottle. See me in PM. Gary says he hasn't cracked his bottle yet.
Okay.
He drank his sample, but he didn't crack his bottle. We'll talk after the video, my friend. It's just a great bottle of it. I just passed on one of these bottles at Yardville Buy Right. They had it for $300. It's not bad considering secondary is like $4. I don't know. Would have saved me $100, but I already had one and I didn't need it at the time. And Christmas is expensive this year,
Yeah.
so I need another sip. Cheers to you. Cheers to you guys. We got about another 10 minutes with you. I got one more thing to discuss towards the end of this video. I like to wing things at the end. Frank doesn't usually know about the end, but I've had an idea brewing in my head. Frank usually just goes with the end. It's great. Oh, foggy glass.
Great for him.
Where's Tim at? Tim, we haven't heard from you in a while.
I think we're ready to wrap. I'm trying to wrap up the video, and he keeps going, talking about stuff.
I know.
Because I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on now. I'm okay with it. But sometimes you go in a complete different direction. I'm like, well, that's about all for tonight. And you're like, actually, one more thing.
Yeah, no, I figured this is a pretty good subject to touch base on, just to wrap it up at the end of the video. Well, we got some good, true, loyal fans here. I do have an idea for this, and it's going to be crazy, okay? It's going to be nuts. First off, let's get a wrap on these wild turkeys. I think it went in reverse order. I think this is my number 1, 12 is my number 2, Spirit is my number 3, and 70th is my number 4.
I think I am going to have to fall the same way.
Wow, I am very surprised. I honestly, full-heartedly thought you were going to pick the 12th year.
The thing is, I've never had them both in the same night. So this is my first time directly comparing
the two.
And I really love that 12 year, but the toasted steps it up a notch.
Yeah, it's great. Just adds this flavor. That's phenomenal. Okay, well, we're done with the turkeys now. All right, it was great. It was a great experience. Happy Turkey Day, everybody. Hopefully your Thanksgiving was great. Hopefully you weren't sick. These aren't Raz's, Gary. Gary's bidding. He doesn't even know what he's buying. Yeah, Gary, you just won a Buffalo Trace for
in
$8,000. Yeah. So I've been thinking of, Frank, how we're going to do this here. And I sent a bit of a teaser at a group chat probably about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago. And I finally figured out how we're going to do this. This is going to be crazy. So we are gracious enough to have these very special labels from Maker's Mark. Okay, this is a holiday edition label. And if you can see, it says Whiskey Bible 2024 on it. So coming up around Christmas time, we're going to be giving 2, maybe 3 of these away. In a video, we're going to be giving them away completely for free. Now, the interesting thing, let me think for a minute. For every subscriber that you get to subscribe to this channel, you're going to get an entry for the giveaway. Okay? For every subscriber you get. It doesn't matter who it is. I don't care if you make 100 fake accounts and subscribe 100 times to the channel. It doesn't matter to us as long as we have the number, right? That's the important thing. However many subscribers you get for this will enter you into this giveaway. More chances to win this. There will be releases of these labels throughout the next few years. Maybe the next year. If you are lucky enough to obtain all 3, we're going to be doing 3 separate releases of this. Okay, a holiday edition, maybe an Easter edition, and then maybe some kind of fall edition. If you happen to win all 3, you will get a very special, super duper, extraordinary bottle completely for free. I'm not going to disclose what that is yet, but it's definitely way better than anything you could ever find on the shelf. How's that sound? And this is compliments of Whiskey Bible. This is compliments of me and Frank. This is how we're going to do it, okay? So it's very, very easy. The more subscribers you get us, the more entries you get. Text me if you know our number, or email us at whiskeybiblelf@gmail.com. It's an honor system. However, we can tell who's doing what.
Yeah, I guess the best way to actually make that trackable is let us know the name of the person or their account who subscribed.
Yep.
And that way there's some sort of
Facebook message us.
I would say, I mean, if we see like an increase, if we see like 5 subscribers and then you text and you're like, hey, I just told these 5 people, it shouldn't be too hard to keep track of.
Yeah, and this Tim said it's like a golden ticket. Tim, this is bigger than a golden ticket. Okay. However, you need all three, and there is a part. Me and we'll be signing the tickets, and we will be addressing it to you. But this is a three-part thing. You have to have all three golden tickets in order to get this bottle. It's going to be crazy. Frank doesn't even know what it is. I have a lot of stuff running through my mind. Depending on how many we get, the more subscribers we get, the bigger the bottle it is.
Yeah, that seems fair.
EHL single barrel turns into EHL barrel proof, turns into George C. Stagg. A lot of things can happen very quickly.
I'll say I'll put a minimum. If we get one subscriber, we'll give away a bottle of Eagle Rare.
Okay, that'll be fun.
So that's your baseline. If we get more, what more? Maybe we could talk and kind of create like tiers. Like if we hit 400, we'll give away this. If we hit 500, we'll give away that.
Milestones.
I see where you're going with this. Just off the top of the dome. Yeah, milestones of where we could maybe see that bottle going.
Yeah, so we're at 378 subscribers right now. Remember that number. Write it down. 378. Get your kids to subscribe. Give them emails. Get your mothers, your fathers, your ex-wives, your future wives.
Your hamster.
Your hamsters. I don't care. Hammy@gmail.com looks great as a subscription. Anything really helps us out. We're really trying to grow here. We're doing something very different. Anything you guys could do to help, and I figure this is a good way to give back. But yeah, there will be 2, depending on how popular this is, maybe 3 of these labels given out this year. Closer to Christmas, we're about 3.5 weeks away. Shocker, right? Tomorrow is December 1st.
Right.
Insane. We are officially 24 days from Christmas. I was supposed to do this advent calendar. I completely lost track of time. So, unfortunately, that's not going to happen now. There's no way I can do it. But, yeah, this is very big news, very exciting news. Golden tickets are right here. And to prove, I do have a few golden tickets. So, lots of fun.
Yeah.
Very exciting news, and I will post some shorts on this too, and some other videos, because we are at the end of the live, just in case, we want to get out as much outreach as possible. But yeah, please, I would love to see if you want a Christmas present to us. Crazy, the bigger number, the better.
It's easy to do. It's free.
It's free. It is free. Subscribe free. Everything's free.
And for the most part, it shouldn't even make a difference in your life.
Yeah.
Just helps us out and helps the channel.
Helps us bring better bottles and better things to you guys. So, yeah. I mean, that's pretty. What do you guys? Everybody's here. What do you comment? What do you think? Is there anything we should do? We got a few minutes left here. We can get a quick Q&A.
While we wait for a few responses, do you want to finish up?
Ooh. I love whiskey. Yes, I do. Cheers. Masters keep warm. Delicious. Gary, get your wife to subscribe. Tim, anybody. Just let me know how many people you got, who it is, who the account is, the email associated with it. I don't just want you to say I got 10 people. I need people's names or emails.
And you don't even have to email us if you just comment.
Yeah.
Like if you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, just comment, I subscribed.
Gary says also he wants you to wear a pink shirt.
A pink shirt?
Mm-hmm. I have a pink shirt.
I don't actually have a pink shirt. I have a light red shirt. I could look at, maybe I'll ask for a Christmas present. I'll ask for a pink shirt.
Do you have a red sock and a white shirt? You can make a pink shirt. Oh, I
see where you're going.
You can make a pink shirt.
I don't have any. My sister might have some red or pink socks.
Okay.
That's our laundry. Our laundry machine's pretty good though, because I just throw everything in one load. I've never had color bleed.
Right. I've never had that issue either. That might be a myth.
I'll tie dye a shirt.
There you go.
Make a day of it.
There you go.
I saw somebody said something. It goes so fast on. Luke's got it up on his phone, but it goes so fast on the screen.
Gary just said, I think you should wear a pink shirt, and then he said salmon.
Salmon.
A salmon shirt.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
Maybe he's hungry and he wants salmon. He's thinking about sushi right now.
Sometimes you guys, I don't know if it's a joke or what's going on.
I don't know what's going on with him either.
Salmon is the man color of pink, if you say so.
Okay. Gary has spoken.
Isn't that a whole brand of something? Real men wear pink.
This is such a cool label. Like, I know you guys probably can't even see it, but it's this limited edition bottle, Whiskey Bible 2024, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Look, there's even a part where we can sign it. Me and you can sign it, and we can write it to whoever it is.
Yeah.
Label 1 of 3. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about it. I'm very excited about it.
We'll post upcoming. We'll post a photo and maybe even go on like Instagram, make a post or something.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Yeah, now that I'm back on that, I got a new phone.
Put a photo up on YouTube so some people will see. Like you said, a short maybe.
Yeah, I'm all in for it. You know, if we can get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm just saying. I got a few bottles of this hanging around.
Are you? That's crazy.
I don't know, man. If we get enough subscribers and we get to this super special mile marker, I don't know. Maybe we could go a little bit higher for this bottle. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we feel in the future.
1,000 feels low to me for BTAG.
1,000 feels low. Okay.
Yeah.
2,000.
I mean, it's whatever you want to.
We'll see. But this is. We could definitely be persuaded into giving away something like this, or maybe not a black label, maybe an orange label, something like this. You know, anything. Hey. The world is your oyster, right? Whatever you make of it. Now everybody in here is making bots, creating fake YouTube accounts. Hey, you guys do what you got to do. These are definitely not off the table, we should add. We have a lot of other bottles in mind for milestones, but those are definitely not off the table. They're very well on the table. Tim says he knows where they are kept. Oh, you do? Do you know the combination to the door that we added upstairs? Haha, I bet you don't. That's a new feature of the Whiskey Bible. There's been some break-ins in the neighborhood, and we just want to be safe. So, yeah, that about sums up this video. We're going to drink some crazy bottles. There's a new one sitting up on the shelf. That's for a future video. Those who are friends with me or Frank know what that bottle is. That'll be exciting in the future. But yeah, that's about all I got to say. We covered the giveaway, we covered the challenge, everything like that. And maybe we should do a short after this. We'll just film a short and put it out there. Whatever, we'll see.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Do you have anything else to add, Frank? I feel like I've been talking a lot. I'm sorry.
No, I mean that was your whole plan that you came up with. So
CYPB. That could be another good option.
Yeah. No, I think we did a good job of celebrating Thanksgiving with some Wild Turkey whiskey. I had a good time trying it out. I'm glad I got to compare a few things I haven't compared before. But yeah, I think it's time to call it a night.
Yeah. So thank you for joining in for episode 6.
7.
Episode 7 of the Whiskey Bible Podcast. Gary said peace with purple and white fingers. Gary, appreciate the colors. Yeah, that was awesome. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for joining in. Remember to give away, pay attention for future shorts and videos describing a little more, maybe a picture of the specific label that we're giving away. This is going to be a lot of fun. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Johnny Dean, Tim, Gary, for coming along for the ride with us. You know, you guys are always our #1 fans here. So, yeah, that's about it. I'm Luke.
I'm Frank.
This is the Whiskey Bible Podcast. Please remember to stay in school. And that's about all I got.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace out. Here we go. So, here I am. Just me again. Saying goodbye. Smelling my empty whiskey glass. Good night.